So who would you consider your AEW MVP?
I'm not a fan of the guy, but I got to give it to Mox too because I'm not a fan of his recent work. Because every time they need someone to step up and carry the ball, he's been the guy.
Okay.
So,
all right, fair enough.
Honorable mention, Orange Cassidy.
Okay, I ain't mad at that one. I think that one's all right. Now, when do you think the hype died? Do you think the hype is dead? And when do you think the bloom might have fallen off the rose here for AEW in terms of them potentially being a thorn maybe in WWE's side?
Yeah, I think not being able to make it work with Punk probably is what probably put a nail in that coffin. I was talking to Lou before you came on. I'm think of Punk like a guy like Odell Beckham, where he maybe his fastball isn't quite what it always was as far as in the ring, but he's smart and he knows what to do and he's got the experience to still get things done and make it look good, and he can talk and he could be a resource. He just needed to be properly used and properly in a proper environment. I think they shouldn't have looked to him to lead people who didn't want to be led, but let him be a voice, let him be a sounding board for the people who did want to, learn and sit, so to speak, sit under the learning tree. Because there's plenty of people, I'm sure, that would love to hear what CM Punk has to say about their matches, but why not just keep him away from the people who don't and let him do his thing?
Yeah.
I think they should have done whatever it took to make it work, if possible, and maybe it wasn't possible. But
I don't think it was, man. I think that perhaps maybe
think you're probably right, but
I think there's some maturity issues there. You know what I'm saying? I think there's maybe just some people that don't want to put their personal grievances aside for the sake of business and for the sake of learning, But again, we don't really know. We can only speculate based on the way some of the things have gone down. So
Pat, let me ask you these questions. Then,
sure.
Right.
All right.
So,
I like this.
Pat, what is your favorite moment or match in AEW?
All right. So my favorite moment is when Punk came back to wrestling. I think that was just the biggest thing in the fucking business at the time. That was really huge and that was really cool and unexpected. But I'm not gonna lie, I was a little all right. Well, I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see because I always wanted him to go back, to the big time. But that's me. But I wanted to see how it went, honestly. And I think that was probably my personal favorite moment. Now match, that's a whole different thing. I'm gonna say Danielson and Okada, man, only because of the kind of match that they had. They also had to follow that video game match that was pure madness between Kenny Omega and fucking Will Ospreay. It was also into hour 5 of the fucking pay-per-view, so the crowd was just done. But the match itself was amazing, and Danielson breaking his forearm and then being able to not only continue the match, but improvise for the victory in a very creative way was just absolutely incredible and a testament to his greatness, and as well as a testament to Okada's greatness. And a guy, in my opinion, who I think will be a very big star if he does, in fact, choose to come to the United States to be here. So, and to continue to wrestle.